What's up, guys? It's your boy Texas Gaming here, and welcome back to another Twisted video. In today's video, I will be looking over every single Tiv 2 variant in the game of Twisted. We're going to start off with the default Tiv. So, the default Tiv looks pretty good. I'm starting off. You get max wins for the default Tiv is 235 miles an hour fully deployed, which is just about as the max with um, the 2009 Tiv. I would like if in the updated not updated in the update in the 1.22 they change this where um, they make the Tiv a little bit more OP, because even though the Tiv 2 is the strongest vehicle in game, they are adding vehicles like the Armadillo. They're adding more interceptors to the game, which I'm probably going to get if you look at my money. But that's besides the point. As we look more into the default Tiv 2, its max speed is 110 miles an hour. Its off-road capabilities is 75 miles per hour. Acceleration is 185. Fuel economy is 8. Fuel capacity is 92, so it has a huge fuel tank, which means it takes quite a while to fuel up when low on gas. So keep that in mind. If you're going to drive the Tiv 2, if you're going to stay, the Tiv 2 is going to be your main vehicle, make sure you have um, infinite fuel, or make sure you stay relatively max fuel. And deployment speed is 27 seconds. If we look at deployment, you can see it's basically relatively same. Um, the left flap actually deploys first, then the right flap will come down. You don't have a back flap in this variant. Then you have the first spike, and you have the back spike. Alright, there's the Tiv 2, and then going undeployed. Basically same thing, these go up, those up. The front goes up first. Basically everything in reverse order. It does have, before we move on, you have not one, not two, but 4 seats in the Tiv. This seat in the middle controls the IMAX, and this Tiv also has a mezzanette. You're gonna say, but don't all Tivs have a mezzanette? I'm gonna get to that in a second. But next on the list is the 2020 Tiv. It costs $320,000, and the default Tiv costs $300,000, so it is next up in line. It has 4 seats. Max probe capacity is 2, and also all the Tivs are diesel, and I believe all-wheel drive. It speed is 110 miles an hour. Off-road speed is 75 miles per hour. Acceleration is 185. Fuel economy is 8. Fuel capacity is 92. And deployment speed is 27. Wind resistance is 200 miles an hour max, and as you can see, it dropped 2 35 miles an hour max and 55 mile, 5 miles an hour resistance on deploy. As you can see, doesn't look pretty good. It looks like it's pretty broken. So my guess, this is Tiv 2. You know, she's seen better days. And again, so this one, in the fourth seat is not visible. So you can still control that seat. However, there is no IMAX camera. It's similar to the 2024 TIV. There is no mezzanette for this one. And in terms of lighting, it is not all that. Deployment, as you can see, is pretty slow. To be honest, I recommend don't use the 2020 TIV for intercepting tornadoes. If you're going to start off and you need the TIV, as you can see, the spikes didn't even fully deploy. The TIV 2020, it's all janky. I don't think that even fully deployed. It's seen better days. The TIV 2 seen better days. Alright, let's move on to the 09 TIV. This one I consider the strongest of them all. I consider this one to be one of the best ones in terms of sheer strength. You have, of course, the IMAX in the top. You have a mezzanette. Everything's similar. However, you also have a back flap in here in the back instead of those spikes. And this vehicle also, as we look through it, it costs $340,000. Everything is still the same. 4 seats, like normal 4 seats. Deployment speed is down to 223 miles an hour. And everything in terms of fuel is still the same. So only thing it is deployment is much quicker. And let's check it out. As we see, again, spikes, flaps go down first. I think the 09 and the 2010 TIV, they just look more sturdier, according to me. So I think they are more of a better vehicle. Let's take a look at the 2010 TIV. In the 2010 TIV, you have some rust right here, which is pretty noticeable. Pretty much the same thing compared to the 09 TIV. So I'm not going to go in terms of deploy it. Let's take a look at the everything. 23 in speed. Again, it's basically the same thing. Just it's different. It's different. Just slight change in the year. So let's go ahead and check out the 2012 TIV 2. In the 2012 TIV 2, you see a little bit of change. The black flap flap is now gone. And overall, the IMAX camera is still there. It may have gone to a 3D camera, but there's still a camera in the turret of the TIV. As we look at the 2012 stats, still 4 seats, still 2 probe capacity, and the deployment speed has gone back up to 27, and so on. Let's go move on to the 2015 TIV. In the 2015 TIV, you have a mezzanette, and so on. You can see not much has changed and throughout time. But oh yeah, let's also talk about the price. 2009 TIV is $340,000. The 2010 TIV is also $340,000. So again, they're not that similar. They're not that different. You know, 09 TIV looks much nicer. It looks much more sturdier. The 2012 TIV also costs $340,000. 2015 TIV also costs $340,000. The 2008 TIV is the OG TIV. It is the original TIV. You can see there, you have some lights here and here. So decent light coverage. Overall. Let's take a look at deployment. You do have a mezzanette up here, which is something. Side flaps come down. So it's a very quiet deployment. And just look at that. You have these huge areas. You know, you also have the back flap back. And we're fully deployed. The 2008 TIV max wind speed is 210 miles an hour. Its threshold is 21. And its deployment speed is 21 seconds. And its wind resistance is 210. I don't know if I already said that. And its cost is $370,000. Moving on to the 2012 Tornado Alley TIV 2. We're back to the regular TIVs. Back to, you know, getting towards regular time. And what's nice about this one is you still have the light, you still have the IMAX in the, well, you still have the camera in the IMAX in the turret, and this is obviously, this TIV was painted or designed to promote Sean Casey's Tornado Alley film. IMAX film. As we look at it, it is relatively the same. 27 deployment speed, 92 fuel capacity, 8 fuel economy. Acceleration is 185. Off-road is 75 miles an hour. And speed is 110. Seats are still 4, and pro capacity is 2. Now we get to modern day 2023. Well, not close to modern day. And with the 2023, you don't have a mezzanette. So keep that in mind if you're going to try, if you just want the paint job. You just want the paint job. You don't want the mezzanette. Just want the paint job, keep in mind, 2023 does not have a mesonet. However, 2023 is the first to have a large wind field. Not wind field, a large light span. So that is something. When we look at deployment, this is one of the first things. The side flaps deploy together. This is the first TIV that features that. It is a very quick deployment. So quick, in fact, it is only 20 seconds deploy time. Both 2024 and 2023 are 20 seconds. Also, it costs $400,000. Very pricey. Seats are down to 3 and probe capacity is still 2. I can see we are fully deployed, ready for a tornado. Our max wind speed is 220. Yep, 220. Now to the most modern TIV, the 2024 TIV. This is the one you see me driving. 2024 TIV. Let's take a look at its stats. It costs $425,000. It comes with a mesonet. And its speed on regular paved roads, it's 110 miles per hour. Off-road is 75. Acceleration is 185. Fuel economy is 8. Fuel capacity is 92. Deployment speed is 20. Wind resistance 150. And acceleration and between it ranges from 150 to 220. So, both 2023 and 2024 have the same wind resistance. This is us fully deployed. So, now with that fully said, with all that done, with all that said and done, what is the best TIV2 variant, you may ask? You saw all of that. What is the best TIV2 variant? Well, the best TIV2 variant is the 2009 TIV2. The best TIV2 and the 2009 TIV2 is by far the best variant, and this is why. Its max resistance is 235 miles per hour. It also comes with a very good deploy speed, 23 seconds. It has a very good off-road and very good speed. It also can carry 4 of your friends and comes at a very cheap cost. If you want to do cinematics, it has a camera in the turret. However, here's the thing. It does not come with a very good light. If you want a vehicle that has very good lights, and the 2024 TIV2 variant is your thing. You get a max resistance of 220 and you have a very good light spread. Here's the thing. You only can carry 3 of your friends. And you're losing 15 miles per hour compared to the 2009 TIV2. And quite a lot more money. If you're doing the 2009 TIV2, you're able to withstand stronger tornadoes and stronger tornadoes than the 2024. 2024, it's gonna go at after 220. The 09 TIV2, it's gonna stay there until 235. So you have to keep that in mind. Thing is, it's also good to have them all. It's also good to have your own favorite. Thing is, if you just want the TIV, get the default. If you want the strongest one of all, I believe the 09 is the best. You have 4 seats. You have um, a very good deployment speed and very good wind resistance. So yeah, let me know, what is your favorite TIV2 variant? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you made it this far, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And join the Discord, link is in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. And remember, keep chasing.